Like the deck is stacked against Stevie Richards because you have to realize now that there's 3 total members of the Pump Patrol.
Yes.
Stevie's going to have 2 extra sets of eyes in order to compete in this match.
Well, wrestling is unbelievably multifaceted. And if you do look at it that way, like it's a numbers game and that there's safety in numbers, then yeah, it's Stevie who's in trouble. But if you look at it at one of these days, a champion is going to find a challenger that has their number, then it could be for Curt Matthews. His number's up.
Mathematics at its finest. Wildcat Sports, we're about to see this stud, Curt Matthews, defend this title against the legend Stevie Richards. And
an ECW original.
Yep, and then from there, WWE, WCW, TNA, all over the world on tour. You're talking about somebody who certified as an instructor at one time at the Connecticut School of Broadcasting, and then back to the physicality, certified DDP yoga, and now Stevie Richards Fitness, a certified personal trainer, exercise guru. So very, very much experienced and educated in how to use his assets to defeat somebody physically and mentally.
And he loves cats.
And loves cats.
Stevie Richards, no pushover, in the best shape of his wrestling career, as he said. He says right now, at his age, he is in the best physical shape that he has ever been in.
You see, Curt Matthews is in the best shape of anyone. He is in Pump Patrol. He doesn't need DDP yoga. He doesn't need a personal trainer. I mean, look at the physique of this guy. There's a reason why they call him the stud.
There's a reason why Stevie Richards still looks the way he does. 25 years in the pro wrestling business. Stevie.
The guy loves cats.
Am I sensing a soft spot, Harper?
No, I'm just saying the guy loves cats.
Obviously, you love cats, and
I hate cats.
Headlock takedown by Stevie, slowing down the pace. And that's where the veteran comes in. That's where the veteran comes in right there. Going tit for tat, move for move, seeing that it's not going to go that fast or isn't going to be that easy. Stevie then slows everything down, applies the side headlock, takes him to the ground, puts his weight on him, and then starts to wear the big man down. See, and at this point, what's your strategy if you're the stud Curt Matthews?
Get up.
To get up if you can. And he's able to do that to an extent as he pushes off Stevie Richards.
No!
Stevie Richards goes for a shoulder tackle, but to no avail. Oh, this time he gets him down. As fresh as the career is of the stud Curt Matthews.
So boom, there goes the boom, and ready or not, Curt Matthews still has to try to figure out a way.
Johnny looks like a freshman at like Mount Carmel, doesn't he? Lock up between Curt Matthews and Stevie Richards.
Back to the side headlock. The stud fights out of it. He sends Stevie Richards off. Another shoulder tackle. Oh, elbow drop right into the gut. And another one.
Not bad for a has-been.
Stevie Richards is a fitness guru. Curt Matthews
is
an exercise enthusiast. So I go to you, Hard Body Harper. Then I come to you to put you in their echelon and in their league, and I ask you, with the exception of the ingestion of pork rinds and Milwaukee's Best, what is it that you do for your physique where you could give them some advice?
I was born with this great physique, God-given biceps. So what you're telling me is basically Stevie Richards is like Richard Simmons, but with longer hair. That's what it is?
That's what you got And now the numbers game comes into play. Johnny Flex distracting senior official Saeed Ambusa, and the Pump Patrol.
Saeed what?
Ambusa.
Was that Irish?
And the Pump Patrol taking advantage and jumping Stevie Richards. So how do you overcome this obstacle that is 3 men in the title defense?
Well, you hope that the referee's going to do what he can to mitigate that, but that's never how that works effectively.
Now here's the thing. The referee then seeing the other 2 people works against you, because if you win by disqualification, then you still don't, the title doesn't change hands. You have to beat the champion.
And Curt Matthews shows off that massive strength that he has.
So how do you overcome this obstacle that is 3 men in the title defense?
Stevie Richards has to get around not just Curt Matthews, but also a ringside Pump Patrol. Curt Matthews, when it comes to mentally, when it comes to prowess, when it comes to wrestling wisdom, he's in there with a guy that perhaps has as much of it as his last 3 or 4 opponents combined.
Richards powers out.
Elbow. Barely a 2 count.
Now Curt Matthews has been working and working and working the midsection of Stevie Richards, and it's a smart strategy to wear Stevie down.
The body scissors.
Here's the thing. Stevie Richards doesn't need his midsection to beat you. All it takes is 1 Stevie kick. And that thing can come from anywhere, anytime. So with that being said, is it not a wiser strategy to take out the legs of Stevie Richards to at least get him to a point where he can't have a solid vertical base?
Oh, my God.
An act of desperation
to
get out of that.
Matthews.
To get out of that body scissor, Stevie Richards, and here we go right back at him. Body slam.
Well, I mean, and that's it would be a very sound strategy to take out the legs. And we're going to see what happens here.
To the second turn.
Curt Matthews.
He missed it.
But he never goes up there. See, that's what happens.
That for sure didn't work. Hardbody Harper, let me ask you this then, as a manager, right? You're an expert, you're a manager, you give guidance and counsel, right? What would be your game plan to try to defeat Stevie Richards? Of course, with the exception of calling his airline and making sure that he didn't make his flight and get to New Orleans.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I guess I'd take his leg out, just like what he said. What's his most deadliest weapon? The Stevie kick. You take his leg out.
Hardbody Harper is in agreement with you, Edward King. Are you scared yet?
He got excited that someone loves cats. I'm really worried. Stevie now gets the upper hand. After dodging that leg drop from the second rope, it's been all Stevie. And as you can see, taking his time, which is going to cost him right back to the midsection.
Yes.
Curt Matthews, the stud, he is no pushover. He goes for the upper.
There it is.
Wow. He kicked out. He kicked out of the Stevie kick, and see, that's how important this Revolution title is to the stud, Curt Matthews.
That either was not as solid and flush as it might have been, or if it was, Curt Matthews realized that he was about to lose the Revolution champion, and when?
Stevie Richards poised, laying in wait.
Wait.
Oh!
Jarrett Wayne gets a Stevie kick.
What?
He just caught him.
Uh-oh.
What's this? Both men are down.
Double clothesline. That is the epitome of taking one for the team. Jarrett Wayne just ate the Stevie kick so that the stud wouldn't have to. Because once it was cocked and it was loaded, there was no way that it was not going to be fired off. So taking the bullet for the team, Jarrett Wayne is now unconscious ringside while this match continues. And you know what, Joe? I got to agree with what you said earlier. it not being as flush, maybe after when working the ribs and the stomach and taking all that oxygen out, it made it hard for him to throw it the way it's supposed to be thrown. But that second one, oh, that was perfect. And Jarrett Wayne is out from it. Blow for blow, lick for lick, shot for shot, call it what you will. These two men are laying it in on each other.
But the good news is Stevie Richards could beat him without the Stevie kick. The weird, though, news is, right, the wild news is, isn't it crazy that he might have to, right?
Yes.
Most men, he can just beat them with it.
Yes.
He's going for the stud buster. He's going for the stud buster.
Stay on him.
If he lands this, he keeps his title. Stevie fighting out. It's not going to be that easy. It is very, very hard.
Look at, he's just beating him down. I'm not surprised to see Stevie Richards like this. How can a guy that plays with cats all day be tough?
He comes from a legendary brand that bred tough. Every competitor to ever come out of there was tough.
I happen to toy around with.
Oh!
He's got it locked in.
No.
That's not toying around at all.
God!
He's got it locked in. And he's in the dead center of the ring.
Do something.
He's blacking out. He's blacking out. Ref, he's unconscious. Ref, he's unconscious. Ref, he is unconscious. You got to call it. You got to call it.
He's done. My God. Revenue champion.
The new Revolution champion.
I can't believe this.
SRX Stevie Richards. As said earlier by Joel, he does not have to beat you with the Stevie kick.
I can't believe this. A man that plays with cats all day is now a Revolution champion.